How's it going, everybody? So, I am super excited that I get to be out here now. It is basically summer. It's 45 degrees out in the shop, which meant all of the machines got moved from my dark, dirty, damp basement back out here to the shop, which is awesome. I love being out here. So, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be cutting and polishing some agates. And let's look at those right now. I'm going to be cutting and polishing 6 agates today. I'm that excited to be out here in the shop. So, let's start with the top 3 here are ones that viewers of the channel sent in. We have a really nice, chunky Brazilian agate. We got this chip right here. So what I'm kind of thinking is I just want to cut the face off of that, and I kind of keep it in this big raw state, and we'll polish that face up, and it's going to look excellent. Now, I'm not exactly sure, but I believe this is called a prairie agate from South Dakota. We'll be cutting through this and expose some of that banding in there. It should be really beautiful once we polish that up. We got this agate. It's kind of more of a piece of chalcedony. It's from the Mount Baker area. It's got that light blue hue to it. I'm looking forward to that. These 3 down here, these are ones that I found. We have a piece of agatized limb cast. So, up by Saddle Mountain here in Washington State, you can get mostly opalized wood. You can also get some agatized wood up there. So you can kind of really see how this was a piece of wood. that shape, that wood shape to it. And I'm going to do a cut off the end, and then we'll polish up just the end piece. Look at the colors in this. This is a Brian's Head agate. And we got some fracturing here. I don't know how well this one's going to go, but my plan is to kind of cut this way and have an exposed face to polish up, and we'll get rid of whatever the heck that is. And we got some cracks here. We'll try to cut some of that stuff away. Lastly, we have this really nice graveyard point seam agate. We got this pocket here, and it's got like some botryoidal bits in there. And for this one, I want to cut this face off and then have just polish the opening, I guess, like the lip here, and have that for the display case. These will go in the display case, and these will stay out here on my beautiful display case that you guys have, well, 100% contributed to. So what I'm thinking is these 5 here, I'm going to cut on the trim saw and the bigger Brazilian. I'm going to throw it in the slab saw just because it'll be a little easier. It'll work nicer in there, and, well, one less rock to cut, right? Got this all chucked up in the big oil saw here. Should cut through this in no time. here's everything I just cut. Let's look at the disaster here, which is the Brian's Head agate. Now it kind of fractured up on me. Got all these different pieces now, and you know, it is what it is. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some, and that's just the way that goes. But I'll throw this in my jar of cut-offs and little bits here. So that leaves us with really 4 things. We have the agatized limb cast, which I think is going to look really beautiful. It's almost like we have a little quartz pocket right there, which that's cool. I don't really care for that split in it, but what are you going to do, right? And that's the end cap, and that'll also go in my little end piece. So the prairie agate, right? Beautiful little thing. I think that's going to look gorgeous, polished up, very solid, very nice. So the bluish agate from the Mount Baker area. So I thought that this was just going to be like a rind on the outside, like a weathering, kind of a casting of the void that it formed in, but it actually goes all the way through, which I wasn't really expecting that. I don't know what kind of polish, if any, this is going to take, but we're going to give it a shot and see how that goes. Both sides. So here is that beautiful graveyard point agate. I think it looks really fun. I got this little cut off here. Don't know what I'll do with that. I guess I could polish up that face eventually. I don't think that'll go in the jar. That might just get set aside for the time being, and we'll just focus on this. And then, of course, the really big chunky Brazilian agate. Now, I've never seen one of these before. I mean, I've seen photos, but wow, the banding in that is impressive. I can see why people buy these. You know, you could certainly get some nice material out of this. So we're going to polish up this face, and even though it's not a slab, I think this chunk, this end cut, is probably going to go into my my slab bin and save it for a later date. Well, I got these all wrapped up, at least for now. So let's look at them. The one from the Mount Baker area, it just wasn't taking a polish. As I would start to grind, this stuff that's in these little little voids was breaking out and just kind of coming out. But it's still kind of cool just to have it all nice and cut like that. So I'll find a good place for it on the shelf back there. And we can look at this prairie agate. It's hard to show a polish without blinding you, but I like that. It's kind of pretty. It's got some very soft, subtle bands to it, so that's a good one. Now, I'm a fan. Catch that light. This is going to go inside this limb cast. We got that little quartz pocket right there. So that's good. I like that one. And then, of course, we have, let's see, a little water on it still. We have our big graveyard point agate. Now you can see there's some spots right there that, I don't know, it did not want to polish out. So we got some scratches up here that, you know, that is what it is. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit more. So we got a couple of scratches in this guy. and we got scratches in the Brazilian. Now, I can absolutely redo these, and that's not a problem, but, well, maybe you can see right in there, mostly there's some scuffing that I just didn't work out. I mean, it's a beautiful piece. Like, it's got amazing depth to it. And, you know, it's partially tempting to edit stuff like that out. But, you know, that's not real. I think everybody, when you're polishing rocks, some are going to get through that you're just, you know, you missed, you rushed. I rushed on that one, and well, now it's got a scuff mark. Yeah, I can always take it back down to, like, you know, 180 and get that scuff out and bring it back up through the grits, and I will definitely do that. I might even do that with this one to try to get those couple little scratches out of the top out, and that's the way that goes, you know. Far too often, I think people that make videos really only show you the best of the best and only show you what they want to show you, and it's nice to, I don't know, see somebody like Kyle over at World of Rockhounds. He has so much more experience doing this than I do. And he's got more equipment and a better shop and better everything. And even still, sometimes he makes mistakes and he goes back and takes stuff out, back up through the grits and gets it perfect. So I know it's nice to see that and know that it's not just me. You can have that at any stage of your rock polishing career. So, thanks for coming and hanging out, looking at some agates. I think overall it was a productive afternoon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.